Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As I said earlier, I'm one of the newest members of this committee, and I came here to try to make a difference and make government work better for people. I spent the previous 12 years as a utility regulator, and the last few minutes of this hearing has been a lot of talk about how to keep energy costs low for the citizens of this country. And my colleagues, I hope to be friends over the course of the next few years on the Democrat side, have put forward one methodology of doing that, and that is by supporting all these government programs to help keep costs low. I know a little bit about keeping energy costs low. In my job, that was our role, was determining what the rates were going to be for the customers in my state for electricity and gas service. And North Dakota has among the lowest rates in the whole country. In fact, the last couple of years, we had the actual lowest rates in the country. I've watched other states pursue this approach in different ways, and some, like the Democrats to my left, are suggesting by setting arbitrary deadlines for carbon-free electricity, and then having to have replaced existing resources that are providing the power, and the customers have to pay for that. Then you replace them with taxpayer-funded, weather-dependent resources that don't work all the time, so you have to have backup generation. Customers have to pay for that too. That gets baked into the rates. And then you have to build the transmission lines to get to the new generation resources. Customers have to pay for that too. All goes into the bills. And then you have to, the cost gets so high that you have to provide rebates to the customers who can't afford them to help afford the rates that you've created by all your policies. And then you might even bake into those rates incentives for others who can afford it, usually the wealthier customers, to buy solar panels, geothermal, energy efficient appliances, all these sorts of things. You bake those into the rates as well. And then you wonder, why are energy costs getting so high? And then you have to turn to the government to provide money so people can afford their energy costs. Or you could take the approach that my state takes, and we have the lowest energy costs in the country, and you can select your resources based on the cost of them and the reliability of them. You can let technology, not arbitrary deadlines, determine how quickly you replace things, what resources you use, and base that on costs. You can reduce the regulatory burdens for energy production and help encourage more production because more supply usually reduces costs. You can create a business climate that stimulates growth, where people want to come, where people want to invest. That helps bring more resources and reduce costs. You can have low tax rates, which also helps increase investment in your state, reducing costs for all the people who have to pay them. And at the same time, you can do all those things and have the highest reliability in the country. This is not a difference of who cares more about the people of this country. It's a difference in philosophy. We have a genuine different approach. And in what I just laid out, when it relates to energy policy, it's proven that the Republican approach to trying to increase demand, reduce the regulatory burden, and bring more energy to the fold is going to reduce rates and have a huge positive impact for the citizens of this country, the ratepayers of all classes, especially the people on limited incomes. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.